Friday night on Nightcap with Erica is all about telling Black women's stories the right way. We have Tai Davis, the star of Showtime's The Chi, then McGevna, Deputy Editor-in-Chief of Essence Magazine, Michelle Amor, creator of The Honorable for CBS, and Felischa Marye, creator and co-executive producer of Bigger for BET. See you Friday night. Hey, it's Erica from the south side of the Chi, and I just completed the 2020 census. If you're not counted in, you'll be counted out. And I don't know about you, baby, but I want to be in, not out. What are you waiting for? Take the census. Go to 2020census.gov. What's up, everybody? Woo! It's Friday, and welcome to Nightcap with Erica. I know some of y'all know I've been in Facebook jail. Facebook banned me for a while because my shows were getting a little wild, a little out of control. They was nasty, especially my Saturday night show. So yes, I got in trouble because I had a girl teaching everybody the proper way to perform fellatio. I felt like I was doing a good deed for the world. But Facebook didn't think so. They was hating on me. So, but I'm back. It's Friday. And listen, today I went outside for the first time since March 16th. Today was my first time going outside. I will not be back out for a long time. That shit was crazy. People were everywhere. I was like, you wouldn't think that what's going on is really going on with the way people were acting, but I can't judge anybody. Everybody's doing their thing their way. But I was like, woo, no, I won't be outside for a while, baby. But anyway, I'm inside now. Y'all are inside, and I'm glad you're here. Welcome. As you know, I hope y'all all have your drinks. Let me know what you're drinking. Write it in the comments. Let me know where you are, where you're from, what you're drinking, because it's a Friday night, and we partying. My neighbors right now are outside acting a complete fool. They are having a ball. Somebody's blasting the music from their car. So if y'all hear some crunk, something crazy, and I start twerking, it's because of the outside music. But yeah, I got my drink from Creative Click Cocktails, my friends. And as you know, I've told y'all before, she's right here in Chicago. You can order your drinks and she'll deliver them to your house. It's no better than that. Also, shout out to So Rebellious earring line. These are handmade earrings, custom made for me. It's so fly. And I'm going to give you all a code later. Actually, I'll give it to you now. Let me see. Do I have it? There's a code where you can get 40% off of these earrings or any other custom earrings that she has on her website. Code Erica, 40% off. And actually, we're also doing a giveaway. Let me do it now. Let me get it out the way. If you want to win a pair of free earrings, pay attention. Let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to take a snapshot of me, a screenshot rather, of me wearing these earrings, then put it on your IG or your Facebook. Hashtag Nightcap with Erica. Also hashtag So Rebellish. And on Monday, I'm going to pick a winner. So you have until March 18th. I think that's what it is. So yeah. So get ready. Y'all ready? Let me get my titties out for y'all. Okay. Get ready. Take a picture, right? Get ready to screenshot. 1, 2, 3. That's my silent photo shoot for you. So screenshot that, IG, Facebook, put it up. All right, we're going to get started. Tonight, I'm so excited. My show tonight is about telling Black women's stories the right way, right? I'm excited because there's so many more Black women, especially girls from Chicago, that are on TV, on national television, in films, and they're doing their thing. And it's so damn awesome. So tonight's show I have a wonderful actress that's born and raised in Chicago. That's the star of The Chi, Miss Tai Davis. I have some women that are making their mark in media with writing, either writing for television or writing for magazines. And we're going to have a real conversation about why it's so important to have that representation behind the scenes, right? Because who can tell our stories better than us? And if we want authentic, real characters, we need people that look like us in the room. So without further ado, I know you watched The Chi, and you know I was on the first season. I played Miss Tiny, the babysitter. Lena ain't bringing me back. I'm going to have a talk with her whenever I see her. I'm going to run up on her very Chicago style and just like, Joe, what up, Joe? I want to know when you put my ass back on that goddamn show. But no, I'm so thankful for the opportunity. And maybe they will bring me back. I don't know. You never know on TV. But through doing the show, I met an amazing actress from Chicago. She is one of the realest, down-to-earth, sweetest, and most beautiful women I've ever met. And she just so Chicago. That's all I got to say. Without further ado, let me bring up the wonderfully talented Tai Davis.
Hey,
girl. Wait a minute. Wait, do you have on some cute pajamas right now?
I mean, pants are optional nowadays, so I just have a really cute pajama top. So we're just gonna keep it here.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Girl, please. This is about to be a bomb interview because you are so much fun.
Oh, thank you. Girl, I try. What you drinking?
Oh, this is called the Filthy Martini. Well, it was.
So not a dirty. You nasty and filthy.
I like it a little
I bet you do. Right. All us Chicago girls, we like it a little filthy. You know,
just a little filthy.
I'm a lightweight, Ty. So I'm still drinking Boone's Farm. I drink Boone's Farm most of the time, but I'm trying to
Boone's Farm since college.
Boone's Farm will get your ass in some trouble if you drink enough of it. But yeah, I'm trying to be sophisticated. So tonight I'm gonna drink out of a wine glass.
Although I was really liking your little adult juice box. I might have to get down on that.
Oh no. Shout out again to Creative Click Cocktails. She's so cool. It's a Black woman on the South Side that owns it. So I try to show her love.
I'm into it. I think I might have to go ahead and place a stock full of orders.
Hello. And she will drop
it. Yes.
Yeah. So look, are you ready for this third season of The Chi?
Listen, I'm actually, y'all can quote me, really excited because we got bumped up. Initially, we were July 5th, but thanks to this good quarantine situation, and all of our wonderful fans for demanding it, we have been bumped up to June 21st. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
To it. I hope everybody can. Oh, also you can get a free month of Showtime if you go buy like some Twizzlers. I have it on my Instagram at Tai Davis. Go and look. It's on Yolanda Ross's page as well. Everybody can go stream it, watch it, catch up, do it immediately. You missing out, man.
Are you serious? See, I need that free Showtime because, you know, the truth is when I was on the show, I didn't have Showtime at the time. So I never got to really see me until people started sending me clips of me because I didn't have Showtime. I'm anti-paying for all that goddamn cable if I'm not going to really watch
it. You should have called me. I would have gave you my login.
I should have. Well, now I will. For season 3, get ready because I'm going to need a login. Yeah. I'm so excited about it because I love the show. I love your character and all the transitions that she's made. And you know, tonight I really want to talk about why it's so important to have us in the room so that people like you can bring authentic characters to life. And seeing that Lena created the show and there's Black women writing for this show, how has this experience been on The Chi compared to some of the other things you've been on where maybe there was nobody like us at the table?
Well, I will say this. There are more comforts when it feels like family and people understand you. I mean, they did an amazing job revamping behind the scenes because we had ain't no secret, controversial nonsense.
Woo, I think I was like, listen, honey, y'all had they did a behind the Chi TV show.
Girl, we had a show behind the show happening.
Oh my God. I was like, oh damn, they would not have me on this season so I could know all the shit that's going on.
Girl, I need to back up. You know, when we come home, but we don't fold, so we're fine.
Right.
A lot of us, people be like, oh, they so cute, but we got a little thug in it, so we okay. We can hold it. We can hold it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was. But anyway, the drama, it's interesting, but I'm glad that the show was able to survive through that and keep going, because we need the shot. And whether I'm on it or not, I fully support it. I'm online arguing with people about the show when they have shit to say about it or whatever. And I'm like, just, do you know what it takes for a young Black woman to be able to get a show greenlit?
Say it again.
Do you even understand? It hasn't been that many times where it's happened, especially a woman Lena's age, without that long history of her already working on a million shows for 20 years. So, but it took to get on there. And then y'all are complaining about shit like, oh, well, they saying it's the South Side, but it's shot on the West. Do you know anything about location management and what's involved with trying to
contracts and scouting? And people don't allow the city. Like, there was so many, and then we have so many. Thank goodness we have so many shows filming in Chicago now.
Yes, it's exciting.
A completely different change of pace for us. That, you know, sometimes when we wanted to be on the South Side, they were like, no, because PD got it. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we're fighting Big Wolf. So
exactly right. So there it is. Okay.
Yeah. We had our reasons. People wasn't for lack of authenticity or trying to be fake or phony. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that go in behind the scenes that people really don't care about. We don't talk about. It's just, we're just really happy to be doing what it is that we love to do and getting paid for it, because most of us are taking care of families.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a single mom. We have medical bills. Like, we're just trying to make insurance most of the time, and people don't really talk about it. And it's so hard because the industry, the way it's set up or has been set up, because thank goodness for change. Mm-hmm. Thank for open minds. Thank goodness for people who are willing to say, hey, well, maybe we don't know everything. We should get some people of color, some women behind these desks.
Absolutely. So, right. Too. Hello. And this is the thing. One of the big criticisms of The Chi is that it's not authentically Chicago enough. That's what I'm online trying to explain to people. Listen, most series regulars or recurring, for the most part, are cast out of LA.
Yes.
So even if you are a Chicago actor, many times you got to head west in order to be seen to get a series regular roles.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that being said, and if they don't feel like you have enough of a draw to pull people in, you're not going to get the role. So they can't just go outside and cast a whole bunch of motherfuckers from Chicago on the show.
I mean, but we have a pretty good balance.
We do.
I would say of our series regulars, I would say the kids.
The children, yes, which I'm so happy about. The baby.
They are, I think, such a perfect depiction of Chicago, because we have room for hope and growth.
Yes.
And we show all the different facets and the different neighborhoods. But I don't know, something about it coming from a child's perspective sometimes it's just so pure and so easy to go with. And I think sometimes as viewers, because I have the same problem, I watch TV just like y'all.
Right.
It's so hard to suspend that disbelief and not say, that bitch remind me of that dude remind me, and we be getting our feelings. Like sometimes I watch like some of my scenes and I'm like, well, dang, I understand. Yep. Tracy Willis.
Yes. People are full on dedicated to The Chi, and they take that show very seriously. And especially Chicagoans. But what I try to explain to people, they're like, oh, we don't talk like that in Chicago. But the thing is, it's on a mainstream platform. What The Wire was able to get away with, I don't know if we'll ever have that again right away. But there is a certain dialect here. There's a certain swagger. There's a way we do things. But there's creative license taken when you have a show. And but if y'all don't give it a chance and fully support it, we won't
get off the ground. We can't get to that point.
Yeah, like, so don't worry about it if they say, what up, Joe, and, you know, whatever.
I will tell you the last time I heard somebody say Joe. I'm not lying to you. And it irritates my life when people are like, well, they ain't say Joe. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting, because everything on phone him nowadays. I don't know nothing about Joe. Like that was when I was growing up.
But see, some people are stuck in the 90s. Some of these people they want the nostalgic Chicago. And one thing about Chicago, they say it's a tale of two cities. Chicago is a tale of 50 cities. There's even Black Chicago. There's different versions of Black Chicago. You got the Michelle Obama and Barack, Jack and Jill Blacks. You got the hood niggas. You know, it's like you got the working class. It's like you have so many. So there's not one type of Chicago. There's not one Black Chicago. So, you know,
I think that's what people forget. And the complaints that people have, they're valid a lot of the times. I will never say that your feelings or your opinions aren't valid, but I will say that there is a hierarchy and there is a level of, for lack of better terms, humility that you have to have.
Bring it on
when
down.
you are not in power. And I think that's why it's very important for us to, circling back to what our original topic is, it's very important for us to have people that look like us, sound like us, live like us, understand us in those rooms. Writing, creating, being open, because as an actor, it's sometimes very difficult to get a line off. Like, well, I don't think I would say this. I would say this. And they were like, well, network says no. And
that happened to me. Yes. You know, that happened to me. One of my scenes on the Shy, actually, the way they had something written, it wasn't wrong. It was, but I know a Chicago girl that's supposed to be in Inglewood would say something a little different. So I think the line I said was, "Where is his mother?" And I was like, I would probably say, "Where's mom at?" And I was like, where's mom at? And they were like, we'd have to get that approved from the network. And I'm like, but I wouldn't, if I'm a home health aide, childcare worker on 63rd and Low, and I got my basement apartment and I take care of kids, and all the drug dealers come and drop their babies off to me, I'm probably like, where is his mother? I'm like, hey, where's mom at? Where's she at? Where your mom at? Where the mom at? And
I say that in the grocery store to random children. Right. I'm like, whose child is this? Where your mom at?
Where your mom at? Where's your goddamn mama?
Where's your mama? Whose child is this? Yours? Come get it.
Who baby's this? Because come get her ass, because she acting crazy. Yeah, so but I'm very happy though to see you on screen doing your thing. It feels good to see a girl from Chicago that is, I know every week people are going to tune in, they're going to see you. What has it been like for you? I want to know, how is it upgraded your life, changed your life? Did you get a new apartment? Did you get some new shoes and a bag? Did you start getting some new men? I want to know the
Listen, I'll give you the tea. The tea is the more money you make, the more people in your pockets. That's the real tea, sis. So you got to stay. You got to have 6 jobs out here. But I will say it has, on a positive note, it's enriched my life in a way where, you know, everybody does kind of feel like a cousin. Everybody does kind of, oh, what up, Tracy? Like, I really love interacting with people. I love my city. I love my people from my city. Especially, there's an age bracket that I really am into when it comes to our people.
Yeah.
Anywhere between 50 and 70.
Oh, yes.
We're going to play some bid and we're going to talk some shit. And I love it.
That's my target too. Because since I'm on Wicked City Live, listen, the retired women and men, baby, they love me. When I'm a superstar to people in Chicago, 55 and up.
Girl, well, hold up. Not because everybody know you, honey. Like, listen, I was like, well, I'm getting ready to do Miss Pound Cakes. Oh, you know I'm like, I do. Oh, we were on the same show. I love her. Well, yeah, no, I think
that's nice.
That's the best part about it is just being home, being able to work from home. I didn't have to relocate. Like, it's fantastic.
Oh,
going to California. Not that I'm opposed to the work, but it's just nice to be at home, adding some hometown flair to a show about home. Dating has been trash.
Wait, let me get a drink.
Wait, let me eat these olives because you know what? Look, I started way before you, and and this is my 3rd one.
Damn. So, I can get all the information out of you. I'm telling you like this, and everybody listen. When I blow up, and I get me a series regular on a network show, I'm fucking all the fine men in Hollywood. I can't wait. They all getting it.
Listen. Oh, wait. Shout out to The Shy, season 3. Check
No,
it out.
I can't, they're gonna be fine too. No more of these ugly bust downs that I'm forced to deal with because I'm a local artist. When I get my money, I'm for everybody. Shamar Moore, all of them.
Yes, I can't wait. We're gonna have this conversation this time next week.
I got a whole list of who I'm gonna hit.
Did you say Serge Ibaka? Because he is
he's so goddamn fine. He's so fine. Listen, you know, him and Nazi were team. You know, Nazi's one of my close friends. And Nazi had him make a video. I think I'm not supposed to tell nobody this, but sorry, Naz. Nazi has Serge he had Serge make a video message for me one time. He said, "Hello, Erica. It's Serge. How are you? I'm so happy to meet you." Girl, I was in here crying, running around. And that damn phone, I lost it. So I never saved it. So I don't have it. Serge Ibaka is fine, and I love him.
He's a special kind of fine, honey. That one is reserved for he is very fine.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this industry will also ruin some of your crushes. I can't wait to have this conversation with you this time next year, honey, because when I tell you dating.
So, okay, tell me, what is it? So are you one of those where you still want to stick with your ride or die around the way Chicago man, your CTA bus driver, your man that worked for the,
Yeah, I was there season 2. I was like, no, I'm not interested in industry, man. They're all something different. You meet the regular guy that looks attractive, smells good. He come up to you in his little suit or whatever. You at the bar, you have a good time with your girls. You have a conversation. You're like, wow, he's intelligent. He's fine. Oh my God, that print. And then 3 weeks later, he want to talk to you about the show. You're like, oh shit. You only came up to me because you watched it.
You about the show.
I'm not cute. Listen, if I get another, there's been 3 guys, and I promise you the last 3 in a row that were people that I didn't know that I tried to date. It all starts out really good. And then like 4 dates in, it's like, man, I ain't want to tell you, but episode 2, apparently you whip out a brown nipple and they go crazy. Like they're nuts out here over a brown nipple, honey. So I was like, oh my God. It's weird sitting across from somebody and you like, wow, you've seen my breasts already. And
yeah, that happens to me too, Ty.
Shut up, Erica.
They've already seen my breasts. Be it Tinder, nudeafrica.com, whatever it is, don't judge me. I do think there are people don't talk about the men that want to ride your coattails or be in the limelight because of what you're doing. You know, you may hear about this sometimes at like the Oprah levels, and not necessarily Oprah, but the people that have multi-million dollars, they're very protective of themselves. Like, oh, you know, they want to watch who comes around. But no, when you're on the steady climb up and when you start doing well, there are people that want to be a part of your show. Be part of your limelight. And then there's some of these Negroes that come and want to dim your light. Let's talk about that.
Johnny. Okay, well, that was my last. This might be putting too much information out there.
Don't tell his name.
I won't, but
I know what block he live on, but
you ask me what show he on next.
Wait. So okay.
I will not divulge.
Okay, don't. So, but you have dated some guys that are on television and film and doing okay. I know that's gotta
be and not too many.
The ego.
What's that, babe?
I said their ego.
Oh. Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to deal with. I mean, I don't know. I know people with 9 to 5s that egos are out of control. Like my little 18 hours a day ain't nothing. And I'm like, well, I get it. I play dress up for a living and believe, and that's fun. But sometimes people's egos will make them forget that I'm not really Tracy from The Shy. I'm really Tai. And Tai is not.
Tai is not Tracy.
She's not with the street.
I think that
Tracy will send Ronnie to do it. Tai will do it herself.
No, right.
So don't do that. That's not safe.
Right.
That's not safe. This mouth will unleash on you.
Right. You need to. Move on. You don't want no smoke over this way.
None. I think egos have been interesting. Like I said, the random slip ups of people. Oh, you're attractive. Let's talk. And then all of a sudden, you're talking about, oh, so what happened behind it? It's like I'm not discussing any of that. I thought you were into me. And then dating within the industry is interesting because I think schedules are crazy. We won't discuss the fact that sometimes people actually get on and lose their marbles. Like this industry is not built for everybody, and it is more of a mirror. It's more of a mirror, actually, I will say, of who you are.
You know, I was gonna say though, how has the transition been for you? Because it's one thing when you're in your hometown, you're acting and doing stuff, but then you're in LA, you're in New York, you're traveling all around the world. And then, so you don't just have dudes from the South Side or out West treating you like you're a Tracy. Now you got a dude in Inglewood in California treating you.
Girl, I was at an art gallery. Me, Yolanda, a lot of fellow castmates. We were at an art gallery, and this guy just walks up to me, and I'm like enjoying this piece of art by myself, and he corners me, and I'm like, whoa. I'm not prepared. I will honestly say I'm ill prepared for things like that, but I do have my head on a swivel a lot of the times now. I think it's caused me to be a lot more aware of myself in ways that I never kind of wanted to be, I should say. But I mean, it is what it is, and I'm grateful for all the things, but I think I'm a little bit more cautious and overprotective of myself, my time, my energy. Who I'm talking to, my DMs are off the chain. I try to stay out of there.
Are you getting like unsolicited dick pics?
Girl, that was okay. A couple of them are quite impressive, but I can't do a dick off Instagram. I'm sorry, y'all. So you won't.
And listen, I'm strictly diggly, and I love a penis. I think they're wonderful, magical. They're beautiful, especially when it actually is a beautiful one. Because you've got some that is just like, your penis is not as photogenic as you may think.
No, have you ever run across a hoodie? I've never seen a hoodie before in person. Thank God.
I know. Yes. Really? I've and now that we've getting older, guys talk a lot of trash about women's bodies, and they're very. These Instagram models got folks thinking that all of us are supposed to walk around looking like that. And I mean, a lot of women do have nice bodies, whether they're on Instagram or TV or whatever. But some of the expectations some of these men have, but then themselves don't match.
They don't match their expectation. I'm like, wait, you want an Instagram model? Me too. Hell, what do you doing?
I sure do. And I would like one that does not have super long balls, sir.
This is water.
Yeah, you can have 3 drinks. I'm just getting started on my first. But yeah, I'm not dissing. I don't body shame. I don't want people like, oh, she was on her show talking about long.
All bodies are beautiful. As long as you're not trying to diss mine, I'm not dissing yours.
Dissing yours. But don't send me an unsolicited photograph of your penis dry.
Oh.
Leaving a lot to be desired and long balls to match.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk to me about my belly or about whatever I'm going on, no, like all is fair. Be kind to my body and I will be kind to yours. Wait, somebody I just wrote on my that's my friend Chris. What'd he say? He said
he was about to say,
Chris, don't send me no long ball pictures.
And unmanicured, and if it looks like it smells through the picture, you shouldn't send that either.
Baby. And sometimes I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. This is horrible. But I love men. I'm excited about them. And it's hard no matter what. I do feel like women that work in film and TV, or like even comedians, most of my female friends that are comics, especially ones that have moved up and up, in the industry, it's hard to find somebody to date. So I don't know what you would do being a woman on TV every night, how you get to find someone.
Me either. And I mean, not for lack of wanting, but definitely a little rougher than before.
Yeah.
but not in an irritating way, just more in a like, wow, this is new. This
is what, and it kind of gives you an understanding of why some people that are in the public eye stay with who they stay with, who hook up with who they're with, and don't go anywhere. Because I get it, but I don't know. I feel like when the time is right, we will both meet our
Absolutely. So I'm not in a rush. I think I'm actually enjoying being single, and like I'm a naked starfish in my bed. I ain't got to share. I ain't got to smell random farts. Like it's nice.
Yes.
It's nice.
Oh, it feels so good to have the whole bed to yourself too.
Yes.
And and so many of my friends are complaining about these husbands during this quarantine. He not washing his hands, and he going in and out the house without thinking about how he's exposing everybody to it, or just dookie stained drawers are what I have the most problem with. My female friends are always coming to me complaining about their husband's underwear. I'm like, what is going on?
You don't know how to wipe it behind? Oh, this is see, that doesn't make me happy. That's scarier than
No, trust me. Whatever husband you have, honey, he's gonna be able to send his dirty drawers out to get cleaned by the cleaner.
Next one, yes, Lord, you right. Listen, you have to send those out.
Yeah, take them on out.
But
go on outside. So listen, before you get out of here, what can we look forward to with this upcoming season on The Chi, especially with your character? Can you give us some tidbits?
A little tea about Tracy is I think the theme for this season is growth and redemption. Like you're going to see a lot of change. You're going to see, but in a good way. I think what's awesome about this season is that we're showing the evolution of human beings. And I know people are attached to characters. I mean, I'm very sad to see any of my castmates go, majority of them, the ones that have moved on. But as human beings, we naturally evolve. We naturally change. Our circles naturally change. Our situations naturally change. And it won't be for lack of drama if you're not interested. I will say that.
I can't wait.
Real good season.
I'm going to start a whole full-out campaign to bring Miss Tiny back.
I'll be the first one to sign.
Yes,
I need to come back because Emmett don't know how to pull out.
Don't he keep making babies? And no, I need to come back. I'm gonna stalk Lena and the showrunners and all them and just say, listen, I think Miss Tiny, because to me there was an opportunity there. They could have turned me into a little drug dealer. Like I just feel like I could have been out here stripping part-time and taking care of the kids. Like they got to,
Miss Tiny can't be on a pole holding a toddler though. I like the drug deal idea though. I think that's actually pretty unique. Miss Tiny could have got busted for not babysitting kids and taking money in like a lot of these people do.
Hello. Absolutely. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to weasel my way back, And plus I love the craft services. The Chi has some good ass food on set.
Shout out to DJ. DJ makes it happen, honey.
That food is amazing.
We have good snacks. We had seaweed this last season. I think we were all on a health kick. Thank God for quarantine, because I think we've all put on like a good 15 pounds.
Oh my God. Yes, I know I have. It's but you told me you went running earlier today, right?
Yeah, I'm more like a swift dog. What do you mean run? I don't do that.
So
he's overrated.
I'm gonna try to walk next week. I'm gonna get out here and do my thing.
It's actually really nice to get fresh air. Like I heard you saying that you've been outside since the 16th. It's really nice to just get out, get some fresh air, get those legs moving, but then come back to your martini like I did tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Tai, I'm so glad you came on and had a nightcap with me tonight. You're just a lovely person, and I'm so. Oh wait, girl, my light done turned off.
Wait, is this a new kind of? Wait, hold on. Is this a new?
Wait a minute, girl. I
tried to turn my light off.
Let me tell you. Sorry, people watching.
Oh, sorry, people watching. I forgot we were live. This is dangerous. It's almost like a FaceTime. This is bad.
Put my light back, girl. I always have technical difficulties on this damn show. but you truly are a breath of fresh air. I'm so enjoying watching your star rise. And girl, you are living in Chicago and star of a network television show. Do you understand? Do you understand? And it's a cable network. You're not even on Channel 19 in Chicago, cable access.
Did you say Channel 19? I missed the talent show.
That is so Chicago. But you're doing big things. And so on behalf of all the fans of the show and people in Chicago, I just want you to know that we are rooting for you, Tai. We are happy for you, and I cannot wait to see what happens next on this season and in your career overall. It's
look at us doing stuff. I'm proud of all of us. Like the lady on tonight.
I listen, and I'm like, okay, wait, like the coming up next is not just, and nothing's wrong with it. They're not just staff writers. These chicks are from Chicago creating whole goddamn television shows.
Yes, Lord.
Like, come on. I can't wait till there's a writer's room in Chicago. That's what I'm trying to get my portfolio and everything together. So I can give me one of these jobs. So I'm gonna write my own damn scenes.
Honey, I'm trying to do the same thing.
You ain't gonna cut me off this show because I'm gonna write myself back in every episode.
This is my shit. Well, I don't know. This podcast is kind of lit though, so I
kind of I love my show. I'm excited.
Really nice.
Yay! Well, Tai, I love you. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna call you next week so we can really talk and have a good old time. But here's to you. Thanks for having a nightcap with me. Cheers to you. And season 3 of The Chi starts when?
June 21st. Everybody check in, see how we doing, catch up. Because I'm sure all y'all ain't watched all of them. And if you have, watch it again. Why not? Yes. Something else is COVID.
You in the house, you might as well watch.
Absolutely. Watch the TV.
Yeah. Well, here's to you. Thanks for going on here with you not having no pajama pants on. I appreciate it.
None, honey.
I will I will see you again soon. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Good night, guys.
She's so cool. Y'all there? Let me know what you're drinking. What's going on? I'm very excited about The Chi. Like I said, I was hoping they would bring me back. They did not, but you know, sometimes it's important as a person that gets a co-star, a guest star role. You just come in and lay your stuff down, and then you just leave and go on to the next thing. So, speaking of going on to the next thing, who I have coming up next are 3 amazingly talented women. I want to have a fun conversation about just Black women being written about the right way. And to me, we always talk about inclusion and being in the room. And sometimes people think that just means being in front of the scenes. But let me tell you, the people behind the scenes is really what makes things flow, right? So for all of you all for every boy that wants to play in the NBA, we also need somebody that wants to aspire to be a general manager and a team owner or a coach. And for every person that wants to act, we need to also have people that want to be behind the scenes creating and writing. For every aspiring stripper like myself that wants to get on a pole, we have to have some people that also want to own a damn strip club. Any takers? Please hire me. But with that being said, I want to bring on my next guest. First, we have, wait, let me get my computer going here. In no particular order. Okay, you know, I'm a producer, director, I'm doing everything here as we speak. Okay, so first, I want to bring up one of my friends. When I was living in New York, she was ride or die for me, very supportive of me, started her career off. Well, she's always been a journalist and a writer, but was very well known for being one of the top plus models out of New York. She's done major campaigns for many brands, gorgeous girl. And she was always very supportive of me in my career. So I want to bring up my friend, McGevna, who is currently the deputy editor for Essence Magazine. Hey, Miss Allie.
Hello.
Hello. You look so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. You're sweet. I got my robe on because I will be only for you when I stay up this late.
I know everybody always tells me that. Oh, so I appreciate it. But thank you for being here. What are you drinking?
I am drinking Chardonnay, girl. My only drink. That's all I ever drink.
I love that. You so bougie. I love it. This is an upgrade from the Boone's Farm I usually drink, so I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. Next, I want to bring up Michelle Amor, who's also a Chicagoan. She's living out on the West Coast now, but she recently created and sold her first hour drama called The Honorable, and it's very interesting. It's about a Black female mayor of Chicago. Not based on true events, but we're going to talk more about it because I want to know how Michelle came up with this. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What you drinking, Michelle, for your nightcap?
So I don't want to blow anybody, but I don't drink, so I got my glass. So we're going to act like this is some clear
some water. Some scotch.
Yeah, this is like scotch-like.
Yeah. I need to be drinking some water, so that's fine. It's no problem.
I bring mine too.
Yes.
Balance.
I had some water, right? I don't know what happened. And then next, I want to bring up another Chicagoan. We actually went to college together, and I've sat back and watched how her career has soared, writing for shows like 13 Reasons Why on Netflix. And now she has created and is the co-executive producer of a show called Bigger, a little show called Bigger on BT that I know a lot of you all are super fans of. My friends watch and talk about it all the time. Give it up for Felischa Marye. Where are you? Are you there?
How are you?
Hey!
It's dark. The sun was.
I feel like I'm dark too.
That's okay. Felischa, what are you drinking?
I'm gonna try to turn to the light.
You look good.
Thanks.
What are you drinking, Felischa?
I do drink. Yeah. And I am drinking a mezcal. Very tasty. Very tasty.
Y'all are upgrading me. I'm so like
mezcal is like the only thing I buy now. I'm even trying to go back to wine. I can't.
Really?
Oh, it's amazing.
I don't really drink either. I'm a lightweight, one drink and I'm done. But I figured
wine. I poured wine. I was like, who am I for? I don't want this. And I said it. And in that quick time, I made a drink. Yeah.
You know what? Do you all? Well, I know. So Felischa and Allie drink a little bit. Michelle doesn't. When you have writer's block or you're stuck and can't get in the mood, will a little drink or something help relax you and help you get things going? Or if you drink and write, it's just like drinking and driving and it ends up being a disaster and somebody ends up hitting a
fine line.
Really?
Yeah, like for me, I don't know about you, Allie, but for me, I never did any substances before writing because I definitely am not that person that can smoke weed and write. I don't know who could do that. Because all I want to do is sit and receive entertainment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give you entertainment. So that doesn't work. But I was really avoided, in terms of drinking and writing. And then I was in Palm Springs once with another writer, and she was like, "I know we ain't gonna sit here writing with no drinks." And I was like, "Oh," but then it was fine. It actually hadn't started it, so it loosened me up to start the thing. And once you started, that's the hardest part. So I was in a place of I was afraid to start. But then, it might make me sleepy. It's unpredictable.
That's what happened to me. Yeah.
It's more unpredictable.
Yeah.
Can I,
Allie?
I want to say I don't drink, but I will have a good orgasm before writing.
You better run it.
Wait a minute.
But I have a whole
by the way. So I'm like,
I know this is like, let's just dive in. I'm just saying, like,
student in here. Close your ass, student.
The college students, they are grown, but no, seriously, it's like I'll be like, "Oh, I'm good," and then my husband will be like, "Oh, what you about to do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to write for a few hours."
Oh wow!
Puts me to sleep. Anything that feels good puts me to sleep. Drinking, cooking, orgasm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, what about you, Allie? What did you do when you start writing?
I
want to talk about this.
Yeah, no, this is these are some great tips, but I definitely, I have a 9-month-old. I fall asleep. I'm like an old man, you sit in the chair and you just like fall asleep. So if I have wine or, you know, an orgasm or anything like that, I'm done. I'm done. So
well, no, that makes sense. You have a baby. My son is 16, so no.
I have a lot of coffee.
Orgasm. I might have some energy. I use that rage. You know.
Oh my goodness. Since Michelle put it all out there, even going to the orgasm part, that's one part that I'm enjoying now, seeing so many Black women that are behind the scenes writing, is that we get to see fully actualized Black women on screen that are human, that do everything, that have orgasms before they write, that drink wine but fall asleep on the couch when they have a 9-month-old, instead of being these tropes of the white girl's best friend. The sad, because I know it for me as an actress, when I go in for auditions, it's not just me and my type of plus size girl. Every Black girl that's kind of funny, we're all going in for the same Black girl. She's become a type. But now that there's people like Felischa and Michelle behind the scenes, and then there's writers like Allie that are calling producers and gatekeepers to task to say, we want a seat at the table. We need more of us behind the scenes. I think the benefit is getting to see women having orgasms before they write. How do you all, what do even me on the outside looking in, what don't I see are the benefits are having more women at the table, leading, forging ahead, writing our stories? Michelle, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it's just what you said. I think there's no one better to tell your story than you, right? And so when we think of who can best tell the story of a Black woman, it's Black women. We don't need anybody to tell our story. We can tell it ourselves. And like you said, we'll be fully realized. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're not just the sidekick best friend. We're whole women. Some of us are married, some of us are single, some of us have children, some of us don't. Some of us drink, some of us don't. Like, we're not monolithic. And yet there are things that definitely connect us to one another.
Yeah. Allie, through your writing, and just your career as a journalist, period, I know you've seen how all the trends have changed, where there weren't many of us on screen, and that there wasn't much diversity, to now we have the Shonda Rhimes, now we have the Felicias and the Michelles. From a journalistic point of view, what has that transition meant even for you doing your job and writing about Black women?
I think it gives us, so much more to write about, and we can feel, I think for a long time when it was like only one of us got through, or like one show got through, or one character got through, you weren't really in a position where you felt like, at least for me, I felt like you don't even want to criticize, you don't want to critique, and because you're just like, oh my God, I just got to support this person. But I think it really gives us the chance to really look at nuance and look at the different types of Black women. And Black women, I mean, look at the four of us on this discussion here, so I think it really gives us the chance to see more and to know that, we're not perfect, we're not magic, but we're also not, like these problematic tropes. So I think there's, it really humanizes us and really allows us to, just be able to see more of ourselves. Like, when we talk about seeing ourselves, that looks different for Black women, and there's nuance there too. So I think it's just really special, and it's good for us because we get to then say like, hey, this character did something that was amazing and we need to celebrate it, but we can also say, hey, this writer did something that was problematic.
Yes.
We can also call that out too, which is really, really special.
So, Allie, you bring up such a good point, and I'm glad, because I was going to ask you all about this. Like, as writers yourselves and creatives, ultimately, how do you feel when you see something on TV by us and for us and it's trash? Like, what are y'all say? Do you just stay quiet? How has it ever happened? Yeah, I mean,
you're talking about. I turn British when I'm in denial.
Right. I've seen things, and I know that many of us would feel like, wow, Allie said at one time, it's like, okay, they're getting an opportunity. I don't want to criticize it too poorly, because then I'm just happy they got a chance to get in the room and get it done. But then sometimes people do things that are so awful then I'm like, she ain't had no friends to call her like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, girl, what is that? So I don't know what should we do, Felischa? Should we just, if y'all are putting on something that's not good, let me just say, let me support it and champion you in front of the scenes, but then wait behind the scenes and talk to my friends on the phone like, girl, did you see that? It's awful. Or should we call them to task and say, this isn't that great?
I think that now that to Allie's point, we have choices now. That I mean, this is so fucking dark. I'm sorry. I feel like putting a light on my head, but it was some
light in front of me, girl. You could get by.
Oh, yeah, let me do that because I don't have a light to move. But anyway.
Yes.
Boogity.
You look like Leo now.
It was fun. I didn't know the sun going down, so I ain't ready. But I feel like we have choices, and because we have choices, it's a blessing. And with that blessing comes the blessing of criticism and critique, because we have more than one now. And why shouldn't we? What my worst fear is we're not held to the same standards as our white counterparts in critique. That doesn't push us in our own creativity and artistry. So for me, I want to be critiqued. I'm saying that, but I'm gonna cry if I am. But I want to be critiqued because I want to be held to the same standards, because I want to compete with them, and I don't want to have, it's good for a Black show. You know what I mean? So I'm always using general market as my sort of benchmark of like, I wanted to have the nuance. I wanted to have the character development. I wanted to have the honesty. You know, I don't want to see a strong Black woman all the time. You know what I mean? Because that's not true. So, and I think you mentioned earlier about, what's the benefit of having creators and people just creating content that are women, that are Black women is, when we remove the male lens, we get the truth of how we see things. If we leave it up to men to tell our stories, they'll tell these stories through their most hopeful eyes, right? Like they will paint the woman of their dreams or the woman of their fantasy, but basically women that don't exist. And I'm not saying every man is bad at writing women. Some men are sensitive, observant human beings, and they can, just like some of us can write men. But I need help from men to write men. You know what I'm saying? Because we're just different creatures. So I feel like that's what we loved about, I think, Sex and the City, even though it wasn't Black, is because finally we heard conversations that weren't edited or through the male lens. And it was probably shocking for most men that we're as raw as we are. And so I was really inspired by like a Sex and the City back in the 90s to do that with a show for Black women.
Yeah. And I'm still, for me, I'm still waiting to see a girl like me on television that is fully having orgasms, dating fine. Like what I'm doing in my real life, I would love to see a girl that looks like me that's doing it. And then I was like, okay, but Erica, you write it. You're a comedian, you have a one-woman show. Stop sitting back and waiting for someone to give you an opportunity to tell your story. You tell your story. Yep. Is that what is? Do you all pretty much feel the same way when it comes to your own careers? Like even Allie, for a while, I don't know if you're still blogging, Allie, but in between your modeling and your journalism career, you had your own blog, you had your own platform. Is that what led you to that? Just saying, why am I sitting back waiting for a network or a magazine to hire me? Let me do my own thing.
Absolutely. I think for me, I've always been, kind of on the outside of, where I wanted to be. And I felt like I was never embraced the way that my work deserved for me to be embraced for a very long time. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to start celebrating myself. When I first started out being a red carpet correspondent and, a journalist, for a TV network, I was like, nobody paid attention, like no one was checking for me because I didn't look like what the sort of network standards were. And it wasn't until I started kind of putting myself out there and just being real, and just kind of sharing my fashion and sharing my journey that I really started to connect with people. And, I think that that's important. And I think that I've very much relied on that same criticism of putting myself out there for me to get better. And, I love what we were talking about earlier of just like, that criticism is such an important part of it. And I think that if you don't put yourself out there, you're not gonna have that feedback, good and bad. Mm-hmm. So for me, my blog was a really great way for me to connect with people and for people to, my style has grown, my writing has grown, my camera presence has grown. I hope, I hope. But that's all because, I put myself out there when I wasn't getting the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And can I dive in and say that?
Yeah.
I teach. And so to answer your question, part of what how I give back is I'm a professor. Felischa and I both went to UCLA together to get our MFAs in screenwriting. And I knew that part of that for me was going to be teaching so that I can help students before they get to the point where we're like, girl, that's terrible. Let's tell them that in the classroom. Let's help them fix and get their stories together before they even enter the industry so they have a better shot at telling better stories and being very strong in their voice. And also, like you said, telling the stories that they want to tell. If you're full-figured and you're saying, like, I want to see a full-figured woman just like myself, I'm always saying, then write it, right? Mm-hmm. Tell the story that you want to see. And that's how I ended up selling my show. It's a show. It's basically, if I were the mayor of Chicago, like, that's what it is. She has the exact same family as I do. She has a husband and she has 2 kids. Her oldest child is by her first, relationship, just like my family is. And so when you tell your story, then it's so much easier because you don't have to fake it.
Wow. I'm so excited.
And nobody wants to fake it.
Faking it, listen, I've had enough sex therapists on this show that have told me that faking it is the wrong move. No,
not great.
Disappointment. No. So in every facet of your life, faking it is not the thing to do. No. What about you, Felischa? Like, when did you start jumping out there to write your own stuff? I know you've been in writer's room, you've been a staff writer, you've been a story editor, you've climbed the ranks, but now being a creator and a co-EP of a network show, like, what made you say, you know what? No, fuck this. I got to do this.
I'm happy to say that Bigger, since getting a season 2, now I'm EP and show.
Cheers to you.
I know. Virtual toast. Is that okay to say God is good? And he made this for you.
He just drank wine, girl. Quit playing.
Exactly. He's no stranger to alcohol. Anyway,
Jesus went to weddings.
They want to bring up Jesus to support their habits.
Blowing.
But wait, what was the question? I forgot that.
I forgot. Wait, am I trying? Oh, I said, yes. What made you finally decide to go out there and say, you know what? No, I'm starting this. I'm gonna do my own show.
Sort of the theme of Bigger is everyone's trying to find out, like, is this it or is there something bigger and better? And that was where I was in PR in Chicago. I had worked in PR. Let me turn a little bit this way. This will help. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
And then better view. Okay, nice. Yeah. Then you can see all my shit right here. Okay, anyway. So I basically was inspired by my own sort of life in PR in corporate America, not happy about it, and accumulated all the things, the house, the car, the title, and then was like in my mid-30s, like, oh shit, this did not satisfy me. I still want to make television and film, which I did back, since I can remember. I used to want to be an actress. I've always wanted to be in the industry. And I thought, oh my God, I can't be like, grow old not trying this and knowing that this isn't bringing me joy where I am right now. Because sometimes you think if I accumulate enough and I'm comfortable, then what reason will I have to do this scary thing? So it was really a surprise to me when I did all these things, or achieved these things and still didn't feel satisfaction. So because of that, I said, actually I was inspired by Michelle, who said she was going to apply to Northwestern in Chicago Film School. And I had a client at the time that was challenging. She's not in this chat, right? Okay, I hated her. But we're now. And but I hated her just long enough to make me uncomfortable. And the universe does that. It makes you uncomfortable just enough to give you that push. And I hated her so much. I was like, I got to get out. No, I'm done with PR. Like, that's how much she had a reputation. You know what I'm saying? For being just a bitch. And she is a Delta. I'm a Delta. I thought it was going to be all love. No. And as soon as I decided to apply to film school, because I was like, Michelle, that's a great idea, but I shall apply in LA and I shall move to LA. You know, I made it this whole thing.
Right.
That's what got me to LA. But as soon as that happened, I was in her wedding. Like, we were cool as soon as she wrote my recommendation letter.
Wow.
So it was just really enough for me to make the decision, you know?
Yeah.
And it was vision boarding and all the things to draw, because I didn't know how to start. I didn't know, how do you become a screenwriter? I didn't know how. So I just vision boarded and got into The Secret and the universal law of attraction, and it worked. And of course, prayer, it all works. It's all the same. It's requesting what your heart desires from the universe, essentially.
That's well, I know it's coming for me too, then, because I've been you okay? I've been doing my vision boards and trying to make sure I speak positive things into existence and all that. And
it was freezing.
I'm at this point in my life where I know I want more. Still there, Allie?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
I don't know.
Breaking up a little.
Here? Okay. We all the way there. Since I've been home quarantined,
It's like a bad connection.
That have us projects written by us. I've been really wanting, and I didn't realize how hungry I was for it until I've been home in the house since March 16th. And it's so exciting to turn on Netflix, go to a HBO or a Showtime, and see all these projects on a BET or whatever that are starring Black women, of course, but that are behind the scenes writing. Where do you think, what's going to happen next for us? What does the future hold for Black female creatives, especially when it comes to writing and creating?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm having technical difficulties here. Can y'all see me?
We can see you. Yeah, it was just cutting in and
Hello?
out.
Hello.
Yes. You know, this internet. We gonna figure it out. You know, on Beyonce's internet.
We're gonna figure it out. Yes. Yes. But so the question was for all of y'all, but I was starting with Allie. Allie, where do you see us heading next? What's the future hold for Black female creatives, especially those that are writing?
Well, I think it's just more freedom, you know, freedom to take risks, freedom to, you know, write their truths, and freedom to be honest. You know, I think this is a really unprecedented moment where Black women, we're in a place where I think we really feel like we don't need anybody's permission. We don't need anybody's acceptance. We don't need anything except to be true to ourselves and to each other. And I think that that's a really rich moment. And so I think for Black female creatives, we're just going to continue to just grow and innovate, which is what we do, what we've always done. And, you know, just be real. And I think, you know, the sort of like last thing that we were holding on to, which was, you know, this idea of like, you know, you get your degree and you work hard and you work, you know, and you do this and this and that, and you'll just be successful. And then it's like, boom, the world went to hell with this pandemic. And so it's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to just like do what I want to do. And if I'm going to put this effort in, I'm going to put it into something that I care about. So I think I'm excited. I think it's going to be a Black female renaissance of creativity. It's already happening. And I feel like it's about to blow up even more. So thank you, COVID, for that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think, Michelle? Where are we headed next?
Well, I can give you some very specific information because I'm also the co-chair for the Committee of Black Writers for the Writers Guild of America. And the numbers are there. We're actually getting more jobs, more opportunities. We're rising up. We're seeing more women writers of color and even, you know, specifically Black women. Like Felischa, last season, she created a show and she was co-executive producer. Now she's a showrunner and she's an executive producer. When I initiated my deal, my partner in this project is Ali Leroy, the creator of Everybody Hates Chris. When we negotiated my deal, I'm a co-executive producer who will then be an executive, producer if, we get a season 2 for our show. And it's really that we know that we deserve more. And so we're asking for more. And I remember even negotiating my contract with CBS, we got more money. And they tried to say, well, she hasn't sold a show before. And I was like, but I'm selling this one. And if you want to buy it, you're going to pay me.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And I also just want to say it's very important that we find partners who support us, because Ali Leroy has been amazing and very supportive in this process. And I really appreciate that, because sometimes we think we have to do it all by ourselves. And there is a value in asking, because our deal was struck because I reached out to him from an Instagram post. And I said to him,
I read about that. Wow.
Let's make a TV show together. And he was like, let's talk. And then we met, and then it kept moving. And then we attached Dr. Phil Stage 29 Productions, and we attached CBS Studios. And what I'm saying is that was me getting out of my comfort zone. And so I want to really put it out there to women. Don't be afraid to ask people to help or to invite them into a process, because everybody needs somebody to get where they want to go. And I think we also have to shatter the Black superwoman, right? We need help, and we can ask for help, and then we can get it. It's like we're dope anyway. Why did somebody not want to help us, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's so awesome. Wow. I'm so happy for you. And you know what? I'm too getting more comfortable with asking for what I want, putting it all out on the table, not being afraid to get what's due to me. I deserve it. I put the work in. And I would sit back, especially in comedy, see my white counterparts, especially my white male counterparts, and they could be trash and not funny at all, but they carry themselves in a way, that entitlement, where they demand, even what they may not even be worth, they will get that money. And I
want to say one thing. When I was in grad school, I interned with Quentin Tarantino for Django Unchained. And I had a very powerful lesson there in asking. I remember I worked with Tarantino and all the producers, and one of the other interns said, how did you get to work for them? Because he was stuck in costumes, and not knocking costumes, right? But he didn't want to be in costumes. And I said, well, when they asked you where you wanted to work, what did you say? He said, I'll take anything. I said, I didn't. I told them I wanted to work directly with Quentin and the producers. So I put out there what I wanted, and I worked with them every single day and built relationships. So I learned in grad school, ask for what you want. Period. And guess what? They might say no, but they might be like, okay, come on. And I remember they had an open door policy, and there were still interns who were like, oh, I'm scared to go in. I went into Reggie Hutland's office every day, like, hey, Reggie. Hey.
Wow.
She did. She told me when she did it.
Yeah. And now he's a mentor, and he's so supportive, because when he said you can come in, I came in. I wasn't just at the door like, no. Yeah, it's like, this is not an industry for you to be shy. Felischa and I always joke around, she's like, I'm shy.
I'm not.
No, don't be shy, Felischa.
No, she's not. But it's cute.
I am, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me ask you though, how important has allyship been for you, Felischa, in your career? Have there been writers that have helped you and had your back?
A great segue, because I was just about to add on to Michelle's thing about getting help. The first season was run by Devon Shepard, who was nice enough, and I'm blessed enough for him to stayed on as a consulting producer the second season. But as soon as you move to LA, you find out, when you create a show, usually they pair you with someone. These days, people are requesting to not be paired with someone, which, unless you were like a playwright for many years, or a director, or something else where you manage a team creatively in this kind of way to create a show or a movie, I don't know that. I think you should get help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think because the thing is that my one idea is great, right? But knowing how the machine of running a show works is not intuitive. I remember reading a New York Times article that said that that a lot of new creators are getting set up to fail because they are not getting help by seasoned showrunners. And I think the quote went something like, showrunners are made, not born. So it's not anything that you just wake up like, when I know how to do a budget and I know how to manage actors and I know how. So it's so many things going on. You're really managing the entire production plus managing the writing process. So writers, actors, crew, millions of dollars. So why not have the help the first season? And Devon ended up, I've heard horror stories about the partnership between creators and experienced showrunners that are assigned to help them develop their show. But he was great. And, this show was a result of both of our efforts. And I learned so much and I'm still learning so much from him. So it wouldn't have been the same show without, hands down. So yeah, I'm a big proponent for respecting those who came before you and enlisting their help when they're willing to give it to you. And what you know.
Yeah, well, all of you all are inspiring me. You've gotten me charged up. I'm gonna finish these projects that I've been working on writing. I'm gonna even make sure I do more to put myself out there to get press for myself. I'm usually so busy pitching other folks. I never ever say, you know what, let me get a couple articles or something written about me. But stepping out there, demanding what you want, take that leap of faith, I think is what I'm getting from all of you all. Like, fuck it, get out this, do whatever it is you want to do, go for it and do it.
Right.
So I hope everybody, I think watching this, listen, all of you all like, fuck this. Like, here we have 3.
Is she frozen?
Uh-oh, she's frozen.
Yo, the devil is always busy.
The devil
I'm back now. The devil is always busy.
You're
you
frozen.
know what, devil?
Devil
Am I still frozen?
No.
No, you're back now.
Back now.
Now you're moving. Now you're frozen.
Gosh, what is going on? Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of moving, kind of frozen.
Oh, wow. Well, that may be the sign. Oh gosh. Let me see here. Hold on.
I wanted to take a second. I see some people, Chi-Town people we know in the room. Sean Long, Cheryl Jackson, Sharon King. Hi, y'all.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. We got a lot of Chicago folks here. Allie, didn't you go to Northwestern too?
I sure did. I went to Northwestern for grad school.
Love it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I worked there for 11 years. Yeah.
Did you?
Are you serious?
Yes. I loved my time in Chicago. I lived in Rogers Park.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You're not too far from the campus at all.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Yeah. I couldn't afford Evanston, but Rogers Park.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, that was my spot.
It's a fantastic school. So I was great. I was grateful.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you all get out of here. I had said I wouldn't, sometimes my show can go for a long time. I get to asking questions and we'll be here forever. So I don't want to keep you all night. But before we go, I would love to hear from you. Any last parting words, anything you want to say or tell me about what you've got going next. It's just so exciting because I've sat back and I've watched you all's careers. To see Allie is now deputy editor of Essence magazine. That's awesome. And Felischa, Michelle, y'all are creating and running shows. It's like, I just want to say kudos to you all and give you all praises. I'm so proud of you. And I'm happy to see you all doing the things you're doing. It's so awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. Carl Seaton just joined. We're proud of you too. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I had Carl on the show.
And y'all, you have to get the 50th anniversary of Essence.
Oh, yes.
Naomi Campbell on the cover. She shot herself. We got Naomi Campbell to shoot herself with an iPhone in her home. So
I already retweeted that cover. I was all
yes, I love it.
How did that happen? How'd you all go about making that happen?
It was really out of necessity. The same thing of just, what I was saying earlier. It was just like you have these situations where things fall apart. And literally, it was the week before our shoot and everything went to hell. It was that week that, like, Trump did his press conference and the NBA had their first case and Tom Hanks got sick. And it was like everything went into quarantine. And Naomi is a well-documented germaphobe, as we know. And, so we just had to kind of innovate and take a chance. And, we asked her and we were like, oh my God, is Naomi going to do it? Naomi's an icon. Is she going to be willing to do it? And she totally was. So, it was a process. We had a lot of people were sick in the office. We were down a number of people. We were first time ever in our history closing the issue remotely. So it was a lot, but, honestly, like it's just such a beautiful cover. And I couldn't be more proud of, all the things that are in the book and just like, the ins, like these are literally herself. Look at that profile.
Crazy.
It's stunning, and it just was like it's a moment. So it's very special. Yeah, very special.
Yeah, Essence Magazine has always done an amazing job of keeping us in the know of women like Michelle and Felischa that are doing their thing. Because I think a lot of times we don't know who the Black female filmmakers are, who the directors are, who the writers are. But you all are always keeping us in the loop. Whatever the team is over there doing, I don't know how you all do it, but
thank y'all for the article on me. I was like, Mama, I made it. I don't give a hell if I'm in Vogue. Okay.
Right. That's how I felt too. I think Essence wrote about me back in 2010.
You're right.
And I was like, oh my God, everybody in Chicago was running to go buy it and get it. And I was just like, Essence that's our Vogue. I mean, I don't even want to compare it in that way. Essence is our thing. So
it's ours. Love it.
It's ours. And you made it when you make it in Essence. And I love the way that you all champion behind the up and coming, and you don't forget the elders and the people that have been around. You all keep showing love. You don't throw any of us away. So I really appreciate that. So I'm glad. Essence,
yes, thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Cheers.
Need a refill.
I need to refill my drink too.
Yes. Just a big ass ice cube.
I wanted to say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Michelle, go ahead and refill your water, girl, since you
she
hydrated.
I was gonna say, first of all, thank you for having us here, and thank you for the platform, and congratulations on that beautiful cover. Like, I'm so excited to go out and get it. I just wanted to say for myself, one of the things that came up earlier was Black women telling our own stories. And so you're asking, what are we doing? And I am actually I'm in the process of launching my own production company that will focus exclusively creating Black women content. And I'm calling it Generational Wealth Productions because I feel like I don't know if I'm going to be around long enough to get reparations, but I can create my own wealth. And so I'm just putting it out there. Like Felischa talked about, you put it out there, you speak it into existence. And so I'm really excited because the sale of my show, it's like, for me, it's just the beginning. And this idea of not waiting on somebody else to tell our stories, not waiting on somebody else to, give us permission. We don't need permission. We are the original storytellers. We are, we are the mother of civilization. Like, let's just keep this shit like 100. And so let's tell our own stories our own way. And I'm stepping out on faith. I'm working with this incredible former professor from Harvard to put my business plan together. I'm about to give me some money, y'all, and we're gonna make TV shows and movies.
Yes. Cheers to that.
Yes. That is so the bomb. Oh, yes. That's awesome, Michelle.
Thank you.
And it sounds like you're doing it the right way. So many times, I guess we get excited about things and don't know the resources out there, and we just jump and just start doing some shit without LLC.
It goes back to asking. This professor, when I worked at Northwestern, he worked there as well. We built a relationship. We stayed in touch. And I reached out to him and said, listen, I'm ready to do this for real. He was like, yes. He was like, let me pull you in. He was like, we're about to make it happen. And that's what I'm talking about. Don't be afraid. Like I see so many posts on social media, like keep your stuff a secret. No, tell the world what you want to do. Put it out there. Haters are gonna hate. But I also just put that out there. I go to church and it says, "Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies."
Oh, we about to church.
Let me see you build. Because then that becomes your testimony when they say to you, "Oh, you can't do that." It's like, watch me.
Watch me.
Because
Watch me.
right. And Felischa knows I have this really funny thing that if I'm struggling, I'm like, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. Like I just call the names of women who have done incredible things before I even got here, because we do stand on the shoulder of giants. And I just, I'm like, what do I have to lose? We moved, Felischa and I both moved out here and look what's happening. So let's go to the next level. Yeah.
I do the same thing. I call all the
sorry,
girls. I call out Nell Carter, the mama from What's Happening.
I don't want you to. She was
all the former fat girls out here. I call Aunt Jemima from the surf.
No,
I call them all.
She said Aunt Jemima from the surf. I love it.
I cannot
call on the ancestors. Felischa, any last party words from you while you over there? Girl, you having a ball with that drink.
Fine. I just said fuck it. I just installed my first lock on my own. My hair arrived yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, I can't find it. That's my parting words. No, I'm just kidding. Get your own skills with hair, because baby, we ain't seeing no hairstylist soon.
Hello, no.
Yes, I just say my parting words are to satisfy the 80-year-old you, and that's the joke I actually have that knows about. Like, I don't want 80-year-old Felischa to be mad at me. In any department, career, personally, like I just don't want to have to talk to that woman. You know what I mean? And explain why I didn't do something.
Yeah.
And when I think about when I go to my 80-year-old me, I then it makes me act. You know what I'm saying? But also, I have to go to my 10 years ago me before I even got to LA to remain grateful and not to get jaded when you're in the process on the journey. You can be like, fuck this network. You're like, you hoping the network wants to see your shit.
Right.
Saying, like, don't get I mean, you need to protect your own stuff, but I'm just saying, like don't get jaded. And if I think of my 2007 me, I didn't know I would be here at all. I had no idea. Yeah. I didn't even know I was going to move. I didn't know I was going to apply to film. You know what I'm saying? So like, remember where you were before you got to where you are, and always think of where you want to be so that you don't regret shit.
Yes. That's so, I was writing a one-woman show where I was going to play me at certain ages of myself, and then even have some interaction and conversation. And little Erica is real pissed at me right now. Like, she was like, bitch, I had high hopes, and you're not doing it. But you're right. Thinking about where I want to see myself in the future, I want to be able to look back and say, you know what, Erica, you did your best, and you are amazing. You did a good thing. And keep pushing to make 80-year-old you happy. I think we all need to do that, to strive for making 80-year-old us feel really good. Yes. And not sit back with all regrets. Yeah.
So. And Erica, I just want to take a second, because you really do pour into the people around you, and you inspire the people around you. Like, even this conversation is one of those things that's like, you're not thinking it's something that you need when, like you texted me, you said, oh, can you be part? But it's like exactly what you need right at the right time. And that is your gift, that you pour that into people. And so I just know that exactly what you need at the right time is going to come your way. And I'm putting that into the universe, because you are amazing. And, I don't ever want you to feel like, young Erica isn't happy with what you're doing, because you are amazing and you are so talented, and you pour into so many people. Like, there's a whole network of people across industries, all levels, from famous people to nobody knows their name, and you pour into them the same. And that's really special.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just want us all to win. I get excited when I see and it's not just about Black women. I have friends of all walks of life. I'm one of those people that is very kumbaya. I love my Asian friends, my white friends, my Dominican friends. I love everybody. But I'm telling you, when I see Black women making things happen, I get excited. When an article from Deadline or Shadow and Act or one of those things come through and it talks about some new deal somebody's gotten or somebody getting a new position, seeing Black women rise above it really gets me pumped up and excited. I can't express that enough. So I don't understand when people are jealous or haters. It really is room for all of us. And if the next girl wins, it's paving the way and making an opportunity for you to come along. So I want us all to win.
Oh, I agree. And can I say this? I believe Felischa and I talk about this a lot. There's more than enough.
Yeah.
We have to stop thinking that if somebody else gets something that you don't get it. First of all, nobody gets yours, just like you don't get theirs. And so I have this thing with a friend named Joe. We always say that if you see somebody being blessed, that means Jesus is in the neighborhood.
Yes.
In the neighborhood, you better get your house ready because he's about to come to your door. And we'll be like, wait a minute, is Jesus next door? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. And then we're like, go get yourself together. And it's like we do this whole thing. And it really keeps us going. And also, and let's just be honest, it helps you to support others and not let jealousy overtake you because that's a part of this industry. People get jealous and we don't, we're like, whoa, what is that? Instead of saying, okay, that's theirs.
That's theirs.
Yeah. And so mine can come. I'm witnessing theirs. And that means I'm right here. So it's like that to me, and that's been incredible for Felischa and I. We've been on this journey together. I tell her all the time I would have left without her. The times I wanted to leave, she's like, no, you're not. I'm gonna come whoop you.
I was like, what?
Right. And Felischa has been clear, like, I don't have a plan B. I'm like, well, I do. I own a home in Chicago. I'll go back home.
Right.
Like, it was gonna happen.
But what's funny is that my mother lives in that house in Chicago. She's like, I got a little friend.
You can't come back here.
Don't need to let her in of her house.
Yeah. I even like Michelle and I, we've never met. But when I read about you and saw that you're so, me and Michelle never met. I sent you a message on Facebook. Go back and check it because we weren't Facebook friends.
Okay.
And I was just like, I know we don't know each other. We got friends in common, but I'm so goddamn happy for you. Like I just read about you and it has blown my mind. I'm so excited. And then even I looked back and Felischa over the years, as she's gotten shows and somebody wrote an article about her one time and I wrote her a message just saying, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy. I even forgot that I reached out and did those things. But it just lets me
first time I saw you, because we didn't know each other in college.
No, we didn't.
And so the first time I saw you, Tina took me to your one woman show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know this talented sister because I was in theater at first. And I was like, I love that because I hadn't stepped out of my dreams yet. And I felt like you were put something up on stage. And I was like really impressed with that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this business is tough. But I'm happy that you all have all stayed in it. You're fighting the good fight. You're putting out content. You're doing amazing things. So if y'all can lift y'all glasses, I just want to toast to all of you all this beautiful Black girl goddessness, magic, all that it is. And just know that there's a little girl somewhere watching saying, I'm going to be Allie one day. I'm going to be Michelle. I'm going to be Felischa. Hell, it's some 50-year-old bitches watching right now. Like, I'm going to be one of them. So I'm so proud of all of you all. And thank you on behalf of me and everybody watching. Thank you for writing our stories, doing it the right way, being honest and truthful and showing love to Black women and representing us with all that you're doing. So cheers to all three of y'all. Thank you. And I honestly cannot wait to see what happens next for all of you all. I know it's going to be big. It's going to be good things. So
same for you. I'm excited to see you with your shows and your, specials and all kinds of things.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like the earth is healing right now. Like we being put through something. This is a healing, transformative thing. Yes. And that's why I'm trying to stay healthy and live through it. Because when it gets to the other side,
Yeah.
so
The other side.
amazing things are happening. So
Totally agree.
yeah. So you all, everybody, if you're watching, I didn't put you all social media up on purpose because y'all are important people. And I didn't want everybody write y'all, hey, I got an idea for a show. It's about
I need followers. Don't ask me about, don't send me your ideas, but follow me.
Right.
That was shameless, wasn't it? No, I don't need followers, but you get out here and you feel like, don't I need followers? No, I'm 1,000 years old. I'm 1,000. I don't.
Y'all see my display name? I put my handle.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Shit.
I bet people do that.
That was Felischa M at Felischa M on Instagram.
I was like,
I'm Michelle Amor everywhere. So whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, I'm Michelle Amor. So.
Well, my name is so weird. So if you just start with that first name, you'll find me.
Okay. Because I didn't want everybody like, hey, I got an idea. I want to be in Essence Magazine.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I got my own camera phone. I can take my own picture.
I can be Naomi. I can take my own.
That's on my vision board, my cover.
Right. Wait, I'm laughing because I actually got a message today literally saying I could shoot myself on an iPhone. And I was like, we all could. It was a lot. So that was funny. I'm following y'all right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, y'all.
That's a good idea.
I think
selfie contest and quarantine. Oh, sorry, got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pitching.
It's some good things going on.
Yes.
We got some things.
Okay. Well, I love you. Thank you.
Well, Felischa,
I love y'all. Thank
I can enter my picture.
I think Felischa are available if you're going to do show, creators. Just so you know,
this is my angle.
I love it. I'm here for all of it.
It was so wonderful.
Yeah. Wait, of course, when we start asking Allie for articles, the computer freezes. But yeah, I see.
God ain't done with me yet.
No, Allie did it on purpose. She's like, I can't hear you. I know I don't. It's crazy.
I got my article.
I am frozen.
I'm happy for at least another 5 years.
Oh my God. All right, ladies. Thank you all for hanging in there with me. And I hope to see you all soon. Keep me up to date with what you got going on. You're welcome on my show anytime. Keep me up to date with what's happening. And I'm God bless you all. Have a good night.
And I'll see you
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Woo! Wasn't that good, y'all? Oh, I love shows like that. I love talking to awesome people and they make you feel good and give you hope and encouragement to go out there and do what it is that you want to do. So for all of you all that maybe have been stuck in a rut or been feeling like maybe it's too late for me, it'll never happen. I'm already over 35. I'm already over 40. I'm over 50. I can't be a writer. No, hang in there and do it. I know I'm doing the same thing. Since this quarantine has been going on, I have been doing a lot of writing. So who knows? Maybe next we will finally get to see a girl that looks like me starring in a sitcom with some boyfriends, having some good old sex, having a whole bunch of orgasms. I hope so. With that being said, don't forget that I got a contest to win free earrings from So Rebellious. So let me put the information up. Again, you can get the I know that down there says until 5/17, but I'm actually picking the person on 5/18. Oh no, this is about the code. Sorry. Damn, am I drunk? 40% off if you use code Erica. 40% off So Rebellious, so you can get their earrings. And if you want to win a pair of earrings, screenshot a picture of me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you got your screenshot? Screenshot that, put it on Facebook or Instagram, and use hashtag nightcap with Erica or hashtag so rebellious. See how to spell it down there, and you can win a free pair of earrings from So Rebellious. Also, guys, don't forget my first book club selection for all of y'all still watching. Here it is. I need you all to go on Amazon and buy this book, Sneaky Pussy. See that? Woo! Sneaky Pussy. Some of y'all got sneaky pussies. Let me take the So Rebellious banner down. This book is written by a Chicagoan and Karen. And so go to, do I have the information up here? Let me find it. Okay, go to Amazon, Karen Lee, and buy Sneaky Pussy. We're going to be probably really reading it in June because people, it's taking a while to get people's orders. So there it is, Amazon.com, Sneaky Pussy. Also, I have a Facebook group now, the Nightcap group. We're going to be discussing reading Sneaky Pussy and discussing the book in my group. So make sure you do that. With that being said, I'm going to go. I've been on here too long already. I'm trying to keep my episodes down to something that we can actually watch. And one of my shows with the sex experts last week was like 3 hours. That's crazy. But we had a ball. Orgasms galore. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching my show. Tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be wild. The first part is called Two Lolas and an Erica. I'm talking to two sexy girls named Lola that both practice polyamory. They be in relationships with more than one person. Polyamory. Ooh, girl, y'all know what I'm talking about. So we're going to talk about polyamory and all the things that come along with having 2 or 3 or 4 partners. I personally want 2 husbands. I feel like there's a lot of me to go around. There's a lot of love. So 2 husbands would be perfect for me. And then I'm talking to amazing comedians, Marita Franklin and Yamaneika Saunders. They both have had Comedy Central specials. I think they both have had Netflix specials. But we're gonna talk from a comedic standpoint about sex and love and relationships tomorrow night on Nightcap with Erica. And then on Sunday night, it's all about Black men that work in fashion that are all Chicagoans that are creating great fashion. So it's me and the boys hanging out on Sunday night. So that's going to be good. Okay, guys, listen, tune in, keep watching, spread the love, tell people about my show if you're enjoying it. I hope this episode tonight was as fun for you as it was for me. I thought it was wonderful. And yeah, thank you, Tai Davis. Thank you, Felischa. Felischa, it's like somebody you went to college with, got their own show. Michelle and Allie, thank you all so much for being on the show. It's great, right? Y'all feel good? All right. Till next time, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. It's Erica from the south side of the Chi, and I just completed the 2020 census. If you're not counted in, you'll be counted out. And I don't know about you, baby, but I want to be in, not out. What are you waiting for? Take the census. Go to 2020census.gov.